Day 17 of Lori Vallow Daybell's murder trial was filled with expert testimony. Vallow is charged with murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and grand theft in the deaths of two of her kids, JJ and Tylee, and her current husband's late wife, Tammy Daybell. Yesterday in court, we learned graphic and disturbing details surrounding how the kids died. Today, the emphasis was on the children's remains as well as DNA. News Channel 7's Shira Matsuzawa joins us once again live from the Ada County Courthouse. Shira, walk us through some of that testimony from today.
Well, Doug, experts and DNA were the main focus of the second half of court today. That is until about 20 minutes before court wrapped up and the prosecution called Tammy Daybell's sister to the stand. Now take a look at some video. This was Samantha William as she arrived at court this morning. She said she and Tammy were close. She said Chad called her the morning she passed away and told her she had been very sick and coughing, which she said didn't make sense because she saw Tammy 2 weeks before and she wasn't sick. She said there was also some unusual movements leading up to the months before Tammy died. She said she noticed a change in Tammy and Chad's relationship in June of 2019. She said when they visited, something seemed off. They were very awkward and Chad wouldn't converse with her husband like they normally did. Then in July, Tammy showed up to give her a birthday present and she didn't know they were in town. Chad stayed in the car and never came inside, which she says was weird. That's where her testimony ended for the day. Another big takeaway from today was from Idaho State Police forensic scientist Tara Martinez, who testified about analyzing latent fingerprints found on the plastic bag around JJ's body. She says two fingerprints matched Alex Cox, Lori Vallow's brother. Cox died in December of 2019 from what was deemed natural causes. The ISP forensic laboratory manager also testified about making DNA profiles for JJ and Tylee, and ISP forensic biologist Catherine Dace talked about testing tools from Chad Daybell's property and finding DNA samples that matched Tylee. She says she found positive blood stains and what could be charred flesh on some of those items. The state also called Rexburg Police Detective Chuck Considis back to the stand. He was in Chad Daybell's backyard on June 9th of 2020 when the children's remains were found. Today he talked about obtaining satellite images of Daybell's backyard. The court then looked at photos, one from September 9th, the day investigators believed Tammy was killed. The detective pointed out a large discolored area in the photo from Chad Daybell's backyard. He says it was taken at 12:32 in the afternoon, less than 1 hour after police say Alex Cox left the property. Now, Tammy's sister is expected back on the stand tomorrow morning. Court is also expected to wrap up early around 1:30 in the afternoon. Doug?
But they've been in court all week this week, Shira, except for Monday. Shira, thank you very much. We've got even more coverage on the Vallow trial. Check out the newest episode of our Inside the Courtroom video podcast. I misspoke. They were in court on Monday as well. You can find that on our YouTube page and streaming on KTVB+.